Welcome to Fred's Workbench. I am just working on a little project here. I'm adding an extra camera to my system so that I can do close-up views of items. But they kind of throw a shadow on things, so I figured I will add some lights to them to be able to cast, some light on it without causing any glare. I'll have them kind of like extended off to the side on either side, and so I guess the first thing I do is got these little LED strips here. So what I'm going to do is remove one here. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a long video this time. People keep saying they want to see more. And one of the things I do when I'm working with LEDs, I like using double-sided tape because it makes it easier to work with. Yeah. Stick a piece onto there, and then I just simply, let me switch over to the other camera so we can do a close-up. So with the LED, I will flip it over, push it down tight, and which side is the positive? The positive's on this side. So I will take a piece of wire here, trim it back. I may do some editing and jump ahead to different stages. I'm not sure yet. I'm just gonna. Quite often I don't have a third hand for soldering, so I just leave it in the soldering stand for when I want to tin the wires. And then we need to actually put a tiny bit of solder on the LEDs. Oops. Let me just adjust that. Maybe I should actually turn it upside down. There we go. Sorry about that. Fix that in editing. I did it again. Why can't I keep it there? There we go. So I just got to dab a solder, and then I will knock the camera over again. I think I need to tape the camera down. And then we want positive. If I can connect it there. Positive. And then, I gotta make a better base for this camera. It is way too floppy. And then solder on the other one. There. So we got the LED on there. Going to make a couple of these. Let's trim the edge off. There we go. So now we got the LED. You can flip it over. Nice little white LED. And I'm going to do an extra one now. I think I might have at least 3 on the camera. Okay, so the question is, maybe I'll just tap them in the center for power. Let's take the insulation. Oh, and I just snipped it. Squeezed it a little too hard. There we go. And then bring the solder iron up so we can see it. And tin it. Maybe best if I pre-flux the wires. It probably would work better. And my LED strips are over here. Drop another one up on the counter. And if you notice, I'm doing all my soldering on a actual bread board for cutting bread, so that I don't burn my table or scratch it when I'm doing all these this work. And I need to tin the LED again. Well, I got a big blob of solder that I don't need. And again, the small, I think which one is which now? Again, I kind of got lost. I believe I got it in the right orientation. I believe that's positive. And oops. And I believe I got that one soldered. I wanted to set, I'm doing this because I want to be able to do microscope mode for like when I place something like this underneath, that you'd be able to see it very clearly. And I've also did up another light, so see, twist these together a little bit better so they look nice and neat. And I just broke one of the leads. Got to resolder. Okay. There we go. Take the old lead off. And I'm making a real mess of this LED. Okay. Let's see. Switch back here so you can see how bad I made the back of the LED. Hideous. Let's see if I can get the wire in the right location here. First of all, try to stick that LED down tight before I start soldering, and it's just going to move. There we go. And we're moving all over the place. I am totally messing this up real bad. Okay, so see if I can carefully pinch these together to bind them without breaking them. Yeah, that's a little better job. And get them all in the downward facing. I need to do a center tap now here in the middle. And I think I'll just burn away a little bit of insulation instead of trying to strip it back. I know you really shouldn't do this, but who cares? It's just my little project. Okay, now I can pull it back a bit. Now a bit of solder. And some solder on the other one. Before I do, I should... I think I will. Look, that's good. Okay. And now I just separate these a little bit more. Wrap the blue around the blue and so on. And the white one. And to power the whole thing, I'm going to use one of these little LED lights. These are Halloween ones to power it. So I just gotta unravel the cord, find the first section here, snip this out. Maybe I'll leave a little bit. Get some batteries put into it so I know which one is positive and which is negative. Okay, oops, put the lid back on. And now let's see if we can find out which lead is which. Switch on. try the other way. Which is also wrong. What is wrong? Ooh, there we go. Ah, we got some lights. Fairly bright ones too. So now I know which one goes where. So I'm going to solder this one on. I may actually add a resistor because it's a bit on the bright side. Okay, do I have a resistor floating around here I can use? I may have one. Let's see if this is the right value for what I want for the brightness. I don't know. I think they're a little on the dim side. Do we have any other? I'll get my drawer of resistors out here so I can find something a little bit better. Let's see what we go. I just dropped a bunch. Excuse the top of the head. Let's see, what should we use? Well, let's see. 47. Is that too high? Oh, that's too low. Oh yeah, that's way too low. Need something higher. Let's put that back in the bulk here of the packs. And what should I use? I know I've got some proper. Let me just grab some of my proper ones. Do I have some proper size? Oops. I think that might be the same as what I've already used. I think it's finding something that will not as high, and oops, I dropped that one out of the pack. And I'm most definitely going to be editing this to shorten this video up. Let's see, try that one. So I don't have to take it out of the pack, I'll just leave it right in there. Oh yeah, that's a much better one. So I'm using a 22, I guess that 22 ohms resistor. So I'll just pop that in the circuit, trim it first. Or maybe I could always put it in here. It might be a little bit better. Probably would be a much better idea if I do this. There we go. Pull that out of the way. Take this little resistor. Snip the ends. Wire goes flying on the floor, which I'll probably get in my foot later when I walk around here without any shoes on. And my soldering iron is getting dirty. And I don't think I'm speaking up loud enough for you to hear me. Okay, once I get this, my little macro second done up, set done. I keep pulling this away before the solder has a chance to cool. I'll be able to do zoom up functions on when I'm doing little jobs like this so you can see exactly what's happening. Okay, now to do the wire on the end of the resistor. Okay, oops, and it didn't bond. I moved it again too quickly. Okay, yeah, it's bonded now. By having the resistor in there means I don't have to have it out here. Okay. And I'll just solder this one on. I should have used some heat shrink around this to make it look nice and neat, but I don't care. It's just for my project only. Okay, that's actually not too bad. It's actually mounted on the camera, which is not sitting proper. Oh, what happened here? I moved my video. I don't know when that happened. So let's see. I need a little bit of tape here. I don't have any black on me, so I think I'll use some blue. Pair of scissors. Maybe I'll at least put a little bit of tape on one of the connections so they don't short out. What the heck, both of them. I normally do a much neater job, but I'm just cutting corners. This was a spur of the moment project. But I do have a case of heat shrink. Okay. Now I'm just going to take this, probably tape it to the back side of this. Maybe I'll do it this way around, blinding the camera in the process. If you're wondering what these are Microsoft Life Cams. They are really clear and they can focus really down small and tight. And I was going to put it on probably this side, right where the microphone is on top, which I'm not going to be using because I've got a proper mic up top. You'll be able to see it once I get this project done. Okay, so I'll spin this one out here, that one down there, that one up here, and them around the right orientation. And let's actually switch to the camera now so we can see how it looks. And let's put something under it. Ooh, why is there a little dark spot? Why is that? Is my camera... There's something... I don't know. It must be casting a dot somewhere. Anyway, let's put the little Arduino under it so we can actually see. Hold up a little bit higher, and maybe I'll just extend these lights out a little to get a nice even cast. Maybe I will take them up a little bit higher so they are not in my way to handle the device. Let's see how that looks. That actually looks not too bad, but why do I have that shadow? So if I turn off the thing, I just have the ambient room light. Turn it on, and actually it looks pretty good. So now I just have to build a base for my camera that's adjustable. So we'll just switch back here. If you're wondering what I am doing overhead, let me just switch it back here. That is my setup overhead. Camera on a little light here, microphone, and oh, okay, I accidentally pushed a button on the camera and it popped up on my screen. Alright, so that's it for Fred's Workbench. This is a nice short video, or long. I don't know if I'm going to do some editing, but that's it. If you like my program, please hit subscribe and like. Until then, see you later.